In today's video, we're showing you around more of Seoul, South Korea, including Namsan Park, Seoul Tower, and the vibrant neighborhood of Itaewon. We visited Seoul in the middle of winter, and despite the cold weather, we absolutely loved exploring this destination. We kicked this day off by walking through Insadong to another cute cafe called Hidden Gem. This spot was so cozy and the shop owner was very friendly and everything was vegan and gluten-free. We grabbed some snacks for breakfast and then made our way to our first activity of the day.
Welcome back to our channel. It is day 3 in Seoul. I feel like the jet lag is kicking in at this point. We've powered through the first couple days.
Interesting.
Sometimes it's like, you power through the first couple days and then it kind of hits you. And for me, that's today.
It could also just be like that we're getting tired from the full packed days because
True.
we have been
done
doing
a lot. Yes, if you haven't already, you can go back and watch our first 2 videos from Seoul. We have done so much so far. We don't have a lot of time here, so we are really trying to pack it in.
Yeah.
And today we are doing the big Namsan Trail hike up to Seoul Tower. There are lots of people here. It's definitely a very popular, busy thing to do. And luckily, it's sunny. It is really cold.
Yeah.
We came on just a very cold week in the middle of winter. And at least it's sunny because that's going to keep us warm today.
I think it is going to be a nice walk up. There is a cable car that you can take. I think it's roughly maybe 15 or so Canadian dollars. But we decided to do the hike, because I think there's going to be some nice spots along the way, as well as obviously the top.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring you along on our hike up to the top, and let's go. Namsan Mountain Park is the biggest park in all of Seoul, and it's famous for its beautiful walking trails and numerous attractions like the Seoul Tower Observatory. There's no fee to enter the park, and it's a very popular activity to do the scenic walk up to the tower for amazing panoramic views of the city. There are several different entrances and various trails that connect on the way up to Seoul Tower. The route is considered easy to moderate, but there are a lot of stairs and a fair bit of incline. The trails are open year-round and people hike up in all kinds of weather. We were lucky enough that although it was a cold winter day, there wasn't any snow on the ground anymore. As you get higher, you can start to see the incredible views of the city. It's definitely worth taking your time to enjoy the scenery on your way up, because on a clear day, it's absolutely beautiful. It also gives you a good opportunity to take in what a truly massive city Seoul is. The views seem to stretch on endlessly. Be sure to bring your camera because there are plenty of great photo opportunities on the way up, and many different viewpoints and small observation decks. We loved looking out over the city and watching the cable cars come up and down the mountain. It definitely exceeded our expectations, and we're so glad we decided to include this in our Seoul itinerary. When you get to the end of the hike and finally reach the tower, you'll see the Seoul Love Locks. There are thousands of locks all fastened to the fences and railings of this area. Similar to the love locks in famous places like Paris or Rome, this was more than we have ever seen at any attraction anywhere in the world. The tradition is for couples or families to leave a padlock with their initials, names, or a short note to symbolize their love. People from all over the world take part, and it's definitely worth taking a stroll down these pathways to see them.
Okay, we made it up to the top. You can see the tower there. The views are incredible. And it took us a little over an hour, but we stopped a lot to take photos and just admire the view. So I would say it would probably be like 30 to 45 minutes if you just walk.
That sounds about right. Yeah, we definitely took our time and stopped in a couple spots for a while to like do a whole setup with our camera.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just beautiful all the way up.
If you can, I would say do the hike instead of taking the cable car. The cable car is pretty short and people are like really packed in, so I don't know how much of a view you would get.
Yeah, I think the cable car is about a 5-minute ride, so pretty short.
Yeah, and there are so many nice spots to stop along the way, little observation decks and lookouts and everything like that. So many nice photo opportunities, especially on a beautiful, clear day like this.
Yeah.
So definitely worth it.
So now we're going to take a different route down and head over to Itaewon and grab some lunch.
Yeah, let's go.
After our hike, the plan was to head down into Itaewon for lunch. We took a faster route down from the tower and went down some trails that we weren't exactly dressed for, but we did get back into the city very quickly. The lunch cafe we had in mind ended up being closed despite its online hours, but we found another spot where we had a nice bowl of pasta that did the trick. After that, we started walking around the neighborhood, quickly realizing how hilly it was, which wasn't ideal after how much we had just walked. But what's a little extra exercise when you're exploring a new city? Our next stop was Itaewon Bogondang Historical Park, which had beautiful views of Seoul, including Namsan Mountain and Seoul Tower, where we just were. Definitely a worthwhile stop if you're in the area. Then we continued exploring Itaewon. This neighborhood was quite different from the other parts of Seoul we had seen so far. Considered more of an international district, Itaewon is very multicultural and a really lively area of the city. We saw plenty of vintage shops and antique stores, some adorable dogs, and so many great restaurants and bars. Itaewon is well known for its nightlife and is actually home to Seoul's gaybourhood, nicknamed Homo Hill. From what we understand, the bars here are for more of a mixed crowd, and venues specifically geared toward lesbians and queer women are in a different neighborhood called Hongdae and are more underground. But it was so cool to see so many queer bars and pride flags out in the open here in Seoul. When it was time to head to dinner, we hopped on the subway to give our legs a bit of a break. We headed back to Insadong close to our hotel in search of a traditional vegan Korean restaurant we had on our list. We may have gotten a little lost trying to find it in the alleyways of Insadong Culture Street, but it was such a cute area that we didn't really mind. We found it eventually and popped in for a meal. We warmed up with some tea and the food was amazing. The perfect end to another great day in Seoul.
All right, it is a new day. We are going to end this video here, but yesterday was so much fun. We walked so much. My feet are very sore today. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, we walked, up a hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. And then at one point we were down like a trail. A trail that we were not really prepared for, but it was definitely the fastest way down, so that's good.
Yeah.
At one point we looked across to where we were from earlier, and we thought, how could we have possibly been that far? It seemed like we were all the way on the other side of the city, so we definitely covered some ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a long walking day, but another great day.
Yeah.
Another cold day, and yeah, we've got one more day basically, so we'll end this here and we'll pick up on our last day.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying these days in Seoul. If you haven't yet, you can go back and watch our first couple days, and then there will be one more coming.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Bye.
See you next time. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel if you like travel vlogs like this one. There will be one more video coming from our time in South Korea, and then we'll be sharing our visit to Japan, so stay tuned.